He's like a
Welcome back,
fucking baby. Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, to Generations Behind, episode 51. I'm one of your hosts, Craig. Craig of Craig's Game Room had a stroke there. To the side of me, the barbarian, Mr. Zach Daily Beating. Zach, how are you today?
Like you're doing your best foghorn leghorn there. You're like,
I said, I
I'm
said,
Craig.
I say.
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm enjoying this nice, longer weekend. Had a good Sunday, did yard work, and then it started raining 30 minutes after I finished, which felt fantastic. So it was very
Is that
good.
good or bad? What happens?
Good because I got it all done, and then I just got to
Okay.
enjoy watching the rain with my nice, freshly cut grass.
I didn't know there was some sort of mysterious Texas thing where you do your yard and it rains and it just ruins all of your work for some reason.
Oh no, I was just saying if it came like 30 minutes earlier, I would have been pissed because I would have had like a little patch in my yard I couldn't cut or something. It, like thunderstormed here, like right after I finished, so it was nice.
God, I love a good storm, especially on a Sunday when you got nothing else to do. You're playing some beautiful video games. Love good weather. Below us, the luscious slut, game collecting Reaper, kills Reaper. Tyler Haight. Tyler, how are you today?
doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Unlike Zach, today was the first day it stopped raining
Mm,
for like 5 days consecutively, so that's been fun. Um, had some Korean fried chicken for lunch today.
delicious.
I went to some game stores. Uh, yeah, I mean, otherwise it's been a good day. It's been a good weekend because the week's been hectic as hell for me, but weekend's been better.
We love to hear it. I've also had a good weekend of mostly playing Half Life because I waited until the last minute to play Half Life for this episode. By the way,
Yeah, I
this
wonder what that
episode
feels like.
we're talking about Half Life. I got in my nice little Spider Man mug here my blue butterfly PT, delicious. Add a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of honey, and I'm feeling good. Today's
Blue
episode,
Butterfly PT.
yeah, like PEA. It's
Okay.
a
Oh, that's what I figured. I
yeah,
didn't
it's
think you're
not
drinking
butterfly
like
piss.
butterfly piss.
No, it's
The famously canceled game from Hideo Kojima in a cup.
Butterfly piss.
What was I saying? Yeah, so we're talking about Half-Life today. According to Discord, Tyler still has Half-Life open on his PC, which is kind of funny.
I don't.
It says you do, so
Oh yeah,
I
it
like to
does.
imagine
So,
you're still playing right now. You just haven't beaten it yet, and you're trying to skillfully talk and get through it as we go,
yeah, I'm just
locking in, as the kids say.
on F6. No.
Next episode, we're going to be talking about good JRPGs for beginners. You want to get into role playing games? You hear us talk about them all the time, and you're like, "I'm sick of this role playing nonsense. Well, how do I play these games? Where do I start?" We're going to give you some recommendations of games that aren't too intimidating to get into. I think that spoiler alert, we're going to tell you how to get into Trails of series. That's a good beginner series. It'll keep you busy for the next 45 years. So
It's
Yeah,
all you
yep,
need.
pretty good. And it's about to end soon. They only got like two more left.
I'm sure that there's going to be something after, though. So
I mean, probably, but like this
exactly,
whole little arc. Well, I mean, it's all arcs, like multiple. But we'll get to that next episode. So
exactly. We have a couple of audience write-ins, and by that I mean one audience write-in that I
shut up.
I I tabbed the bullet points so I confused myself. But Patrick wrote in. Patrick said, "I don't have anything to say about Half-Life as I've never played it, but I still want to write in a couple of things. Number one, thank you guys for reading our write-ins and considering our suggestions. It's great that you guys think of the fans and their thoughts. You're welcome, Patrick. Our
Anytime.
Of
pleasure.
course, Patrick.
Okay.
Anything for
Our
you.
pleasure. Anything for Patrick. Number one fan of Generations Behind. Number two, y'all know Jason got the platinum in
Boo,
Final Fantasy VII
Jason.
Remake.
Boo.
I love that game, and I don't even have that. Tyler, can you confirm that he has the platinum in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
He does. He does.
Always projecting. They're always projecting their deepest, darkest little secrets.
I'm confused. Why does he have the platinum in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I know they added the little make it easier, and he went back and did it. Well, he beat the game previously,
Whoa,
and now
whoa,
he went
whoa.
back
He
and did
went
the
back
hard
to the
mode.
game? He
Yeah, he
went
went
back
back
to
to
the
it.
game? What? I thought he hated this game.
He
Patrick,
likes
thank
it
you
more
so
than
much.
me, apparently. I played it once.
Patrick's given me such a joy today.
Jason, you're gonna have to write in and explain yourself. I think this is a revelation for us.
He,
The
he
thing
never
you hate
played
the most.
intermission yet, though. He got to play intermission.
True.
He doesn't have 100%. He's sitting at 84.
God, don't you hate that you get a platinum trophy in a game and it doesn't say 100%? I hate DLC trophies.
Oh,
Drives me
Dan, he got the
bonkers.
shit like a month ago. I didn't even notice.
Oh, this is
the
27th.
worst
recent?
ones are like
April 27th, yeah.
the worst ones are like stuff like Minecraft, where it's like there's like 30
20.
trophy packs, so
No,
you have like 25% platinum.
the one that's
That's
really
what I
bad
have.
is Dead by Daylight. Every character they add has a DLC trophy list.
It's
Dude,
insane.
my
Yeah.
dad plays that all the time, and I'm always like, I wonder, he has like 3,000 hours in it, and I'm just like, the hell? And then you go to his trophies, and he got like a little bit, and it's just like all these fucking packs. I'm like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
Dead by Daylight is also one of my favorite things because it's like I don't know if I've ever met a fan base that hates their own game more. Like I don't know everyone that plays Dead by Daylight never has anything nice to say about it. It's kind of like League of Legends players. Like they have a sickness they just can't let go as much as they want to.
I'm about to count how many DLC packs this thing has.
Probably way too many. But yeah, Jason, you're gonna have to write in. Give a little bit of context. I'm suspicious of your hatred now. It's very interesting. It's almost like he was just hating on it for the bit.
Y'all seen that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward likes the Krabby Patties? And SpongeBob's like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
That's exactly what this is.
Dead by
And for-
Daylight has 47 trophy packs.
That's insane.
That's stupid.
It's really stupid. I was gonna say, I guess we should give context if someone's listening for the first time. Jason writes in shit talking Final Fantasy VII Remake every single episode. So that's
How we
why
end
this is
every
shocking
episode is
news.
Jason shit talking Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That's pretty much always in the last 5
Lovely.
minutes.
Yeah, it's like a section on our video at this point. On our podcast.
I know we should start time stamping all of the Final Fantasy VII Remake jokes. That'd be good. It's the only timestamp in the description.
You should do a
Wouldn't that
compilation
matter?
episode that's just Jason write-ins.
That'd be good.
It's just me
That'd be
talking
good
for
like
4
April
hours.
Fool.
We've been doing this long enough now that it probably would be a substantial amount of time of you reading his write-ins. Like it wouldn't be like a 10-minute clip.
Just say 2 minutes an episode, 50 episodes, or damn near 2 hours of me
The
just reading Jason
the
shit talk
theatrical
Final
Jason cut.
Fantasy. Yeah.
Why Final Fantasy VII Remake is the worst Final Fantasy game. It's just all of Jason's right.
That would be
Like
lovely.
a
I'm tempted.
documentary out of this shit.
I'm tempted to do that now because it hasn't been since episode 1, but it's been pretty early on. Like I think before we even hit double-digit episodes, he started doing that. So it's been a minute.
I want to go read the first one. I want to know how this came up.
I know. I wish sometimes I had a better memory because I feel like so much of this show just goes in one ear out the other. Not that I don't care, but it's like we just talk for so long that half the time, when we get to the end of the episode, I don't remember what we talked about in the beginning. So
Was that in reference to?
what?
What was that in reference to? I don't remember what
Shut
you're
up.
talking about.
Anyway, why don't we start talking about what we've been playing, boys? Tyler, why don't you go first? What have you been playing?
Like I said, I had a busy week, so I didn't really get to play too much. And then last weekend I really wasn't home because I was in New York. So I played more of that NTE game and Half-Life. So I need to get back on the grind because, yeah,
Platinum trophies aren't going to earn themselves.
I know. I need to get back on it.
Zach, what have you been playing?
I'd like to apologize in advance. I've played like 3 hours of 7 different games. So,
Let her rip.
first one, I'll be quick. First one, I had some buddies over last weekend, and one of them loves Mario Baseball. One of them has played it a couple times. but they were just playing Mario Baseball. We were all playing for the GameCube, and I had to go leave and go do some errands, and I came back like 4 hours later, and they were still playing Mario Baseball.
Hell yeah.
And between us, we probably put like 10, 11 hours of Mario Baseball in. It was very fun. I want a new Mario Baseball expeditiously. I don't know why we don't have
Do we need
new
it?
Mario
I
Baseball.
love Mario Baseball.
It's been since the Wii, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did turn the Wii one on a little bit just to like remind ourselves why the GameCube one's better. But yeah, the GameCube one is just an all-timer. Just
So if
love
we get like
nothing. Oh, go ahead.
if we can get like the GameCube one with the Wii roster, it would be like the best of both
Yep.
worlds.
Yep. Nothing hits like Donkey Kong, like getting a perfect glove punch, just like 700-foot home run.
See, I
He
feel like
says a
that shouldn't be
stupid
legal.
donkey
That
scream.
doesn't seem fair.
It's so good. I love that game so much. But yeah, we played a lot of Mario Baseball. I finally finished Mouse PI for Hire.
Oh,
I think I talked about this a
while
month
ago,
or so
yeah.
ago.
So what's the final
Um,
verdict?
I think it's a good game. I think the levels are too long. They drag on too long. The thing that really bothers me is the levels have a really bad habit of forcing like they close off the rooms behind you where you can't go back and explore. So if you miss a collectible or you're working your way through a level and you miss a collectible or something like that, you can't go back and search for them at the end. And also you can't replay levels. So unless you're like following a guide straight up, you're going to miss collectibles and you can't go back and get them. And that just basically immediately locks you out of the platinum. Some collectibles you can be like purchased in the hub area after levels, but if you want to get everything, you're gonna have to get them in the actual levels. But so like that's annoying. Like the completionist side of it is annoying, and like the levels themselves drag on a little bit too long. But the gameplay is very good. Move around real fast, lots of platforming options. You basically start with a double jump. It's like very early you get the double jump. And the guns are all very creative and fun and overpowered, which makes the game actually fun to play.
I have a question.
Yep. Yep.
It seems stupid that there isn't a level select. Is there a reason for it, or is it just arbitrarily not there?
Just arbitrarily not there. And I don't like you. So there's like an overworld map that you like drive your car to, like drive your car around to go to the levels. And after you beat a level, it just like bars them shut. There's no reason you can't go back and replay them. It's not like the game is like linear, like level. You literally go to a world map and drive around to the next level. It just doesn't let you replay ones you've already beaten. It's completely arbitrary. It does not need to happen. It's just a weird decision.
Yeah,
And
I feel like-
I know they've gotten that feedback. I don't know why they don't just change it unless they're just being
Yeah, I feel like
stubborn.
that's something you could fix in an update, right? It's very strange. It seems
it
like
feels like
a
a
weird
stubborn, intentional
oversight
thing.
because it's like, why are you gonna have a game that has a lot of collectibles and then make it so that everything is missable? Because it's like, if you enjoy video games, you know that that's fucking annoying. So it's like, why would
Yeah.
you just? I don't know. It's very strange.
I don't know why either. It does feel intentional because they haven't fixed it. Like you said, it would be as easy as just flipping a switch, and they haven't done it yet. So it makes you feel like it was a intentional thing. They said there's going to be like story DLC or something. Maybe when they update the game with the story DLC, they'll retroactively unlock the levels. I don't know, but that was the annoying thing for me. I think the game is fun. I wish I could go back and collect everything without having to start a whole new game save. Basically, is what I'm getting at.
Do you like it enough to play the story DLC when it comes out?
Probably not. I think it was like I think my final score was like a 7.5. Like I think it's a solid. Like the shooting and the running around feels really good. The level design is kind of annoying. You're fighting a lot of the same enemies over and over again. You're basically going from you're basically funneling to different arenas, fighting the same enemies over and over again, funneling to the next arena, fighting the same enemies over and over again. And like the levels thematically are interesting. They're all like different locations and they're like designed well, but like the structure of the level and the length of the levels kind of like I'll play like one or two levels in a sitting and I'm like, okay, I'm done with this for the day. I couldn't just sit through this whole game and play it like 5 hours in a row. I would
Not
get
very
tired of it really
bingeable.
quick. No, not in my opinion. I think it's a very unbingeable game, but yeah, I think the game's fun still. Just a weird setup for the
Yeah,
fun to happen in.
because I wanted to wait for the physical. Now I wonder if I'll care enough if I have it physically or not. Because it seems like I don't know. Everyone seems softer on it than I expected, which is a little disappointing. Like everyone seems to say that like it's fun, but just not as good as they thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think like a few well directed updates could make a big difference. Like I said, the game is fun to play. The setting is fun. There's some good music in there. Just the structure is strange, and some weird decisions went into that. But
Interesting.
also the whole thing with like the evidence board, like you are a detective, you're gathering evidence and levels. You're not like making conclusions yourself. You're just like putting the evidence you collect on the board, and it tells you what the conclusions are and what the next level is. You're not like actually linking things and figuring out where to go. You're putting things on the board, and the game goes, well, I gotta go to this place next. It's one of those. So,
Interesting.
yeah, you know, not a full price game, and I think maybe if it goes on sale, it's a solid enough game. I wouldn't not recommend it.
Yeah.
But
I will say, not
pretty,
only are we getting a lot of great games this year, we're getting a lot of great cheap games this year, which is nice. I feel like we're getting tons of games in the $20 to $30 range that are well worth the money, which is exciting. I just feel like it's gonna be another all timer year. It's crazy. Every year I think it's gonna be slow, and I'll have time to catch from my backlog, and then just a ton of good shit.
I'll lead into the next cheap new game I played. I finished Bubsy 4D this weekend. I'm going to have a review out for this game tomorrow, I think. I already recorded it. I have to just put together a quick edit of it. I guess short answer up front, I think the game, like Mouse PI, is fun, but it's bad for its own reasons. Like it's kind of a janky game. It's a very, very short game. So to me, that was appealing because it was very easy to buy and finish very quickly. So if you want to just like feel like you got through something, this game takes like literally 3 hours to beat. It is a very short game. I think the movement's really good. You have lots of like you start out from base with a double jump, a dive, I don't know what you call it. Like he like spreads his arms out and he like gains elevation. It's almost like a third jump. And there's like just lots of like interesting ways to manipulate Bubsy's speed and trajectory in the air. And then the levels themselves are basically just like a series of obstacle courses. They're not like the setting doesn't make any sense. You're just like it's just like floating platforms in the sky. Go jump on the floating platforms, get to the end. So in that way, it almost feels kind of like, not to be harsh, it almost feels like a beta of a game where it's just like, all right, go use our fun move set and like jump on some platforms and get to the end. That's kind of what it feels like. There's some collectibles in each level that can be used to buy costumes and additional like abilities for Bubsy, which is interesting. I didn't mess around with that too much because I felt like I was still trying to master the base move set. I didn't feel the need to buy like new moves to try to learn and like pepper in. So I didn't mess with that too much. There's a leaderboard for every level. And you can see like the best players. You can go on the leaderboard and watch everyone's ghost time and
That's
like
fun.
try to like learn the level through the best players' ghosts on your game, which is really neat. I think that was really cool. Well done for them there. So yeah, like there's 2.5 hours long, but you'll replay it through trying to get dev times and trying to get the collectibles. So if you like really want to get the most out of it, you could probably get 5 or 6 hours out of this game. I will not get the platinum because while the trophy list is very straightforward and I would say pretty easy up until the last trophy it's called Beat the Game on 9 Lives mode, and that's just you have 9 total hits the whole game, and if you get hit 9 times, it like wipes the save. So I'm just not gonna do that. It doesn't sound fun to me. I'd probably get
fun.
I could probably get to the first world, no problem. Midway through the second world, I'd probably start getting hit, and then I would definitely not make it to the third world like that. So I'm just not going to even bother trying to get the platinum. I'm going to call it good there.
That's fair.
Yeah. Next up, 2 more. I did play about 2 hours of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. This game
Ooh.
cost $70.
Does it? Should it?
I mean, it's a Nintendo game, so it's going to. I don't. Whether you think AAA games should cost $70, I think it's up to each person. I think this game, so far, is fun, but I don't think it's like it's not my favorite game so far. I'm also only 2 hours into it, so like I'm sure the $70 price point is going to hurt the longer I play it. But
I
it's
want you to come
interesting. It's
back
like
in 2 weeks and be like, "That was the greatest thing I've ever experienced."
so. I think it's interesting. Like it's kind of it's like an exploration-y game because like Yoshi games have been like baby's first platformer for the last 25 years. This is more of like, hey, it's still baby's first platformer, but what if we throw that on its head and instead of getting to the end of a level, you're just like, the levels are very small so far, the ones I've played. They're like, you could probably run from the beginning to the end in less than a minute, but what you're doing is like interacting with like the physics and basically like a chemistry system of the game to make weird things happen. And you're like gathering intel or gathering information that's going into this encyclopedia for the enemies. Like the first enemy in the game, or not even enemy, that's not the right word. The first living object in the game is those flowers from Yoshi, the little flower walking things. And you're just like interacting with them in different weird ways and seeing how they interact with the world. Like if you ground pound them, they'll sprout into a different flower, and it'll like note that down. If you throw them in the water, they'll grow grass. If you let them eat an apple, they'll turn red. And you're just like doing all these weird things with the characters and writing this information back down in an encyclopedia. And it's basically just like a checklist. You're just like gathering intel on the world. And then you go to the next level. The next one was like bees, these bee enemies, and you're doing the same thing with them. So it's just kind of like a figuring stuff out game. And it's like very light platforming so far. But like I said, I'm only a couple levels in. I've only played for a couple hours. I replayed that first level 10 times trying to get all the information. Because every time if you beat it and you have no more information left, it'll like hint at something to go figure out. So it's like maybe try doing this. So I went and did that, and something weird happened, and then I do it again and again and again and again. So I don't know. It's like it's inherently replayable because I did just replay that first level 10 times.
Did you enjoy it all 10 times?
It was, I think so. Like it's like I'm curious. I'm like curious what's going to happen, and I think it's a very charming looking game. It's like it's all like a
The art style is incredible. It's
like
beautiful.
a watercolor, yeah. And then it's Yoshi. Yoshi's fun to listen to, like all those weird noises. So like yeah, so it's like that side's good of it. I just wonder if like when I get to like level 10, if I'm still going to be playing them each 10 times, or if I'm just going to like beat it next level, go, beat it next level, go, roll credits, done.
Well, it's interesting because
see
I
how it
feel
goes.
like Yoshi also has a history of the levels kind of being very at your own pace. Like on Yoshi's story is weird like that too, where it's like I swear I've seen different variations of these levels depending on I don't know if it's what way you go or I don't even I'm not an expert on Yoshi's story, but I know that there's different variations of different levels, and it's like you could beat that game in like half an hour, but there's definitely different ways to go about it. Like I don't know if it's different routes or what, so
Yeah.
I like that they're still kind of encouraging the different ways to go about completing the levels.
It is very fun too. The book, the mysterious book in question, is placed up on this tree trunk, and all the Yoshis are there looking at him. And he's like, "Whoa, one Yoshi at a time!" And you have to like pick which Yoshi is the active reader, and the other ones just sit there and look at the book, and then one of them jumps in the book and does everything.
That's fun. I like that.
So it's interesting. It seems like Baby Bowser, sorry, Bowser Jr. rather, is going to be the enemy again. There's like a big opening cutscene with Bowser Jr. So I don't know how he's going to pop his way back into the story. He'll probably show up in the book at some point. But
Always trying to make it about him, little bastard.
I know, for real. Yeah, so more to come there. But the last game I'll talk about, apologies for all the games.
No, this is what the show's about.
Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I guess my like short review of this, or my short impression of this game is, hey, this is just a Batman Arkham City, but like a goofy Lego game.
So
Like
funny.
there's Riddler, there's like Riddler puzzles to find around. There's collectibles all over the map. You glide around Gotham and drive the Batmobile like a Arkham Knight. Basically, it has the Arkham combat with the combo system and the like the enemy has the thing pop up over their head and you hit triangle to like counter them. It's all that stuff. But I guess the twist on it is you also have like a companion at all times. So early on, your buddy is James Gordon. Sorry, Jim. I guess it's Jim Gordon technically. Jim Gordon, and he.
Why technically?
I think his name is James, but he's Jim Gordon, but his first name is canonically
Okay, just
James,
wondering.
like his government name. But anyway, and he gets like his own abilities. He's not just like shitty Batman. He gets his own weapons. Like he has for whatever reason, like a foam gun. So there will be times where like a machine's acting hectic and you shoot the gears with the foam gun and it stops the machine and then Batman can platform across the stuff. So stuff like that. Like it looks like all the buddy characters you're going to get will have their own unique abilities that will let you interact with the world. Think of it like Metroidvania abilities that are spread out amongst several characters. Batman has his set, and there's Jim Gordon. I think you get like Catwoman and Robin and all those people, and they'll all have their own
Interesting.
little utilities. Yeah, it's very fun so far. I'm about 3 hours in. It does start with like I'll say a slightly obnoxious like hour and a half long tutorial, like very linear section, where it's like if you've played any action game, or specifically if you played any of the Arkham games, it's going to feel like, okay, here's how you punch a guy. Okay, here's how you counter a guy. Okay, here's how you do stealth. It's like, okay, I get it. Let's just. But the game is very charming. It is not one particular era of Batman. It is like interweaving everything at once. Like the first thing you see in the game will have a Batman 2022, Nolan's era, a Tim Burton era, like all of it's just like amalgamated into one. It's kind of weird because like you'll see like the current Penguin, and then it'll mix him in with like the Burton era, the guy who Jack, the guy who kills Bruce Wayne's parents. Spoiler, like
Dude.
the guy who turned yeah I know.
Yeah.
But, and then like it does these stupid jokes like you fall into the well like in Batman Begins, and then you're going back through it, reliving it. Alfred's like, "What did he tell you when he fell in there?" And Bruce is like, he says, "Why do we fall, Bruce?" And Alfred's like, "No, he didn't. He said, stop messing around the well. You're gonna get hurt." It's like it's just stupid crap like that.
That's fun.
And there was like an American Psycho reference at one point, I guess because Christian Bale
Yeah.
was Batman. So they like
funny.
made like a very on the nose like American Psycho reference, and I was like, that was
That's
weird.
crazy.
I know these kids playing this game have no idea what
I
the
was
heck
gonna
that
say,
was.
can you tell me what it is? Because I'll never probably play it, and I love that movie.
You go to Wayne Tower, and there's a guy there, and you like slide your ID across the table as Bruce Wayne because the receptionist doesn't know who you are for some reason, and she looks at the card, and the guy's like, "Is that eggshell?" He's like, "Can I look at your card?" And he's like, "Oh, the way the color about." He's in the whole business card thing.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
Yeah, basically he does like a good 4 or 5 seconds of that like dialogue.
That's awesome.
And I was like, an American Psycho reference in this game was not what I was expecting.
That's so funny.
So yeah, it's very charming. It's very goofy, and I'm interested to see how it weaves in more of the different eras of Batman into one story. This is not a like a chapter one is this, chapter two is that. This is one linear story that is different ideas from Batman's history pulled into one. So it's
That's cool.
pretty interesting. It's also very fun when you punch somebody, they just fucking explode into bits. So just the head flies off. It's very
Batman doesn't
stupid.
kill.
But yeah, Batman doesn't kill. He just dismantles people. But
I've never played an Arkham game, so I wonder if I would enjoy
Oh.
this.
I mean, Arkham Asylum's like a 8-hour game. You should play that one day.
I should. I own it. I've just never gotten around to it. I've had it for years.
I mean, City and Night are bigger open world games. Asylum is like literally a like tight 8-hour 3D Metroidvania. I think you'd like it a lot.
Interesting. Yeah, I should check that out then. I do casually enjoy Batman, so
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Batman fan, but I do enjoy it. Poison Ivy's probably one of my favorite like superhero comic characters ever. She's just really cool.
She is in the Arkham games.
There we
So
go. I was gonna say, in general, Batman just obviously has one of the best slew of villains. Everybody knows that, though.
yep, very good.
Yeah, interesting. I know. I'm curious about that one, but I'm like I feel like it's more for like a super Batman fan to get all the references. I feel like I wouldn't appreciate it much.
Yeah, I think if you have no like real hard affiliation for Batman, I think a lot of it's going to be wasted on you. But at the end of the day, when you get to Gotham, you're kind of just playing like a little mini kids GTA. Like I was just running over people in the Batmobile and like getting out and flying around, and it's fun. It's fun. But
Tyler, how do you feel about Batman? You've been quiet for a while.
Let Zach
Falling
go
asleep
on.
down there.
I mean, I like Batman. I'm not as into it as per se Zach is, but
damn,
Who's your favorite superhero?
favorite superhero, I'm generic Spider-Man.
It's not a bad choice, though.
I mean, as if Batman's not a more generic pick.
I mean, a lot of people are like Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I don't know. I mean, yeah, fair, but
I think Batman and
Lego-
Spider-Man are the two generic picks.
Yeah,
Probably.
but
Because even Superman, everyone always argues, like, oh, but he's boring. Why would you like Superman?
But the Lego game looks really fun. I like how now they're doing these like way bigger scale Lego games, like they did the Star Wars one. Now they did Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
heard
they
the
should.
Horizon Lego game was just okay, but
I didn't play it. I just bought it because it was a PlayStation game on the Switch.
I was gonna ask if you bought it on Switch.
I fall for that stupid shit every time I buy that on Switch. I'm gonna buy Halo Combat.
Evolved on PS5.
What's it called?
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that on Combat
What?
Revolt. I forget what they're calling it. It's a
It
stupid
sounds
name.
stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, but I'm buying it on the
Campaign
PS5.
Evolved, I think, is what it's called. or
Campaign
something.
Evolved. Yeah,
So dumb.
I'm gonna buy that in the PS5 just to have it. So yeah.
Is that this year?
Supposed to.
On paper,
Fair enough.
I bet you we'll probably hear about it at Summer Games Fest if we're gonna hear about
Shadow
it.
Drop. So like, bam.
That'd be
Playing it.
interesting. All right. Oh, I guess I could talk about what I've been playing. Forgot I haven't gone yet.
It's also about mixtape.
Was that? Yeah, I guess I would have played that since last episode, huh? We haven't talked about it, right?
Yep.
Mixtape.
Yeah, I think it's true.
The wokest game of all. No, it was fine. So Mixtape is interesting because, well, no, I'm just making fun of Twitter chuds. Mixtape was fine. I think that it is insane the amount of Atlas. I gave it like a 10 out of 10. It's definitely not that. It was good though for what it is. It's like, you know, kind of like a coming of age. It's basically if a coming of age 90s movie was like an interactable movie. Because there's, you know, pretty minimal gameplay. You're moving around doing things. There's some mini games here and there, but for the most part, it's mostly just, you know, visual flair and really good music to go along with it. I thought that the art style was really cool. It had like an interesting kind of stop motion-y kind of feel to the animations. I thought a lot of the mini games were fun and interesting. Game had a really good sense of humor. I think that they nailed the vibe of just like stupid, you know, edgelordy teenagers in the 90s. They did a really good job kind of like nailing the dialogue for them, the way that they speak to each other and how they all think that they're the smartest person in the world and all that kind of stuff, as many, you know, high school graduates essentially are. Because what it is it's these kids' last night of high school, or like something like that, their last hangout before they graduate or something, and the main character is trying to make like the perfect playlist essentially to like match this night. So it has like not just 90s music, a lot of music from different eras. That was one criticism that pissed me off. Was people were like, "Oh, this is like such an elitist take of like 90s music," and I'm like, that's not what it is. It's this person that made a playlist of music to match their final night. It's like it's not just supposed to be 90s music. It's very strange that was the criticism going around, was because it's like this person is like a music snob know-it-all. Like they watch all the movies nobody's ever heard of. They listen to all the artists nobody's ever heard of. So it's like it wasn't supposed to just be like, you know, Green Days and Linkin Parks and things that like people thought it was supposed to be. So that was a really weird criticism that I saw.
Yes, I haven't played the game, but I think that's one thing that I've kind of picked up through osmosis is like some people aren't realizing that the main character, from my
Yeah,
outside perspective, it seems like the main characters do kind of suck in a way, and that
yeah,
was kind of intentional.
yeah. They're
They're not
annoying
like,
teenagers.
yeah, exactly. Like, and people are like, ah, this and that's bad. I'm like, they're kind of supposed to be annoying teenagers, from what I understand.
Yeah,
Like,
they
that's
are.
kind of the point.
And it
So
works.
like,
You know, they have cringy dialogue. It works. A lot of the stuff that's happening is like clearly in their imagination, which in the scenarios it works. You know, it's very Life is Strangey. It's like everything. I don't think you guys have played Life is Strange, but obviously, you know, one of my favorite games of all time is the first Life is Strange. A lot of just walking around, interacting with something, the main character has a thought about it, or they say something about it out loud to the other characters, and you hear whatever kind of either funny or semi-interesting or kind of just like world building or response they have to say around this object that you interacted with, and that's kind of the whole game. So it's like these games are not for everybody. It's not the best game of this ilk that I've ever played, but I did enjoy it. You know, it's like it was a solid, what, maybe 3.5 hours for $20, whatever it is, and it's like a playable movie. So it's like if you are into the idea of a playable movie, which I do enjoy those. You know, it's like I love Dispatch from last year. I thought that was a fantastic game. That's debatably a playable movie. I love Life is Strange. That's debatably a playable movie. Most of the time, you're just walking around and clicking on things. It's like there's not a lot of actual gameplay. You know, back in the day, we used to call these walking simulators, and people also gave them shit back then. And all of a sudden, it's a problem again. It's weird. But Mixtape is good. It's getting a lot of unnecessary flack, I believe, but I think that's because it reviewed really well, and this is the kind of game made for a very specific type of taste. So it's like if you don't like these kind of games, you should know from the outset whether or not you like it. You know, this isn't something that I think you try because you're curious. You could look
yeah,
at it and you could tell if you like it or not. So to buy it and say that it sucks and is terrible just because it's not for you is a silly thing to do, in my opinion.
yeah, no one's making you play it, and
No.
I I do think this game, the crazy reviews did like bring upon the storm. Like this was sitting at like a 93 after like 30 reviews,
Yeah.
but it was like I don't want like it seemed like maybe it was like a self-selective like set of reviews. It was like people who like really connected with this and they gave really good reviews, and then all of a sudden everyone had to have their opinion about it, and some people were like, I don't like it. And then it was like
Actually,
then it got
it's
like
not a 10 out of 10.
and then it got like weirdly political, and it was this whole like
Okay,
weekend of just
real
like
quick. This is the
it's like
best
back and
part.
forth.
This is the best part because you know a lot of quote unquote woke garbage in this game. Not a single gay person is in Mixtape.
I would have
I
assumed
don't
the whole
even
game,
think there's
the
a
whole game was
character
gay
that's.
people.
I don't even think that there's a game that's like a character that's not white in this game. Now that I'm thinking back to it, so I'm like, what are these?
Just a bunch of straight
What are
white
the
dudes.
Twitter chuds getting mad about? I don't understand. It's like the most fake outrage. It drives me crazy. I'm not trying to be like that guy, but I'm just like, good lord, shut the fuck up. The game was good.
I just made the assumption that it was not, just based on the reaction. The fact that that's not the case is even more crazy. But yeah,
Just saying, people on Twitter need to shut the fuck up. That's all.
I'm glad games like this can get made for the people that like them. It's a cheap game, a short experience, and you don't have to play it if it's not for you.
No.
That's kind of where I'm at. And I didn't play it because I'm not interested in it, so I
Yeah.
didn't play it. But I had,
And
to, I had to hear
it's
about
like
it for 4 days.
I love these kinds of games. Like I said, Life is Strange 1 is like a top 10 all-time game for me, probably. If not top 15, whatever, super high up. It's like I'm a big fan of these kind of just interactive walking sim, kind of like, I don't know how to put it, but like protagonist commentary game almost is an interesting way to put it, where you really just kind of walk around and interact with things and you hear what whoever you're playing has to say. I like that kind of stuff. So, but it's like that's definitely not for everybody, and probably definitely not for most people, I would say. So, don't waste your money if you don't want to waste your money. If you have Xbox, it's on Game Pass. But if you like walking sims, check it out. Why not? I liked it.
Nice.
Excellent.
Although, how memorable could it really be if Tyler had to remind me to bring it up on the show?
I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, that did right, yeah.
Now my timeline's just
I
all
looked
messed up.
I looked up how many reviews that game had gotten now because it like blew up. So for reference, Forza 6 or Horizon 6 has 120 reviews on OpenCritic. Mixtape has 98. So like it got a lot of attention.
Yeah. And
You're
it
pushing
sucks
100
because like
reviews.
most of the attention was negative, unfortunately. But it's not the game's
It's
fault.
not. It's
The game did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So
it's still reviewed very well. It's sitting at an 87. That's still
if
very,
IGN
very
didn't give
hard
it a
to do.
10, I don't think that there would have been any discourse. I actually think that's the only reason. That's what makes it more annoying.
Yeah.
If every other outlet gave
These
it a
are-
10 except for IGN, it would have been fine.
You gave this a 10 and Crimson Desert a 6? I guarantee you there's 100 comments if you go look at that tweet for the mixtape 10. I guarantee you there's 100 comments that say that same thing.
You're probably right, unfortunately. Anyway, hope I didn't go too crazy. I don't have to edit any of that, right? I didn't say anything crazy, right?
Keep it up.
I know.
Okay, just making sure.
All good.
I know some people are sensitive both ways, but I enjoyed it.
I wanted to vent too, so it felt good. I almost made a video when this game came
Talking
out
about
about reviews, or just reviews in general. Again, I made one of those like about Starfield years ago, and I'm like, I'm just gonna make an angrier one now, because people just get too caught up in it.
Shout out to how fucking boring Starfield is. Anyway, the other game that I played, besides Half-Life, was Coffee Talk Tokyo. One of my most anticipated games of the year.
we're
Another
getting
game that
woke.
isn't going to be for most people. This is a visual novel with no dialogue options, and you make coffee for people. And I love it. I think that they do a really good job making an interesting, fun cast of characters to these games. This is the third game of the series. Unfortunately, this is the first game to have no work from the original creator of Coffee Talk, who sadly passed away a few years ago. But they are continuing the series without him. So far, I think that they did a good job of keeping that little magic touch that he brought to the series, which is good. These games have some incredible pixel art, some of the best that you'll ever see. Some of the best soundtracks ever as well. If you like lo-fi hip-hop and like those kinds of music, like lo-fi beats to study and relax to, like your boy does, you're going to love these soundtracks. That's all that it is. They took a lot of songs from the original first two games and did remixes, which was cool, along with a bunch of new stuff. The cast of characters is pretty much all new, with a handful of exceptions of returning characters, since you're in a different country, running in a different coffee shop, so that's kind of fun. But it's like, I don't know, these games are good boring to me. It's like, there's not much going on. You turn your brain off, you read. You could even hit, one of the shoulder buttons and it goes to auto, so you don't even have to click the X button. It just goes through the dialogue and you literally just read it like a book. And then every once in a while you make somebody a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. But I'm a big fan of it. Yes, sir? Go ahead.
When you make the coffee or tea, is it like a little mini game, or are you just like literally clicking like put the milk in the coffee?
You just select
Are you, like,
ingredients.
Okay, you're not like stirring
No.
it or anything.
No,
Okay.
you're just selecting the ingredients, and then certain things you could do, like latte art or like stencil art and stuff, but that's about as interactive as it gets. So, and then there are some varying dialogue options if you either like give somebody the wrong drink, or the right drink, or if you give them like something special they didn't know they wanted or whatever, and those can lead to different endings for the main character. So it's like, if you fuck up somebody's drink too many times, you're probably not going to get the best ending with that character. But and I will say that this is the first game in the series where I actually feel like I have to think about the coffee I'm making somebody. Like, somebody will give like a descriptor of what they want. They won't order like an actual drink, and you have to figure out what they want. And in past games I've been able to figure out easily. There's been a couple of times where I've had to like restart my day because I gave somebody the wrong drink, and I'm just like, ah, fuck. So then I just start the whole day over. But luckily, it's one of those games too where you could skip through the dialogue once you've seen it once. So if you start your day over and you mess up someone's drink halfway through the day, you could skip through all the dialogue pretty quickly, like a fast forward button, which is nice. Yes? Question?
I was just thinking, so you like Valhalla. That is a bar game, and this is a coffee game. Are those games like, does Valhalla always take place at night, and does Coffee Talk always take place in the morning? Or is there like any difference in like what each day's like, and does it affect how the characters talk to you and stuff?
So it's funny you say that, because in Coffee Talk, the coffee shops are only open up at night. And everybody makes a joke about it every time.
Okay.
They're like, this is a coffee shop only open at night. That's weird. And your character's just always like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's like totally just a vibes thing. And they're like, we can't explain it. So they just decided to have it open at night.
I didn't know if that affected the story at all. Like, Ah, my morning's been tough. I
There's
can't wait to see
Nah,
what
this.
but
the day holds.
and I will say, as much as I love the Coffee Talk games, it's like Coffee Talk, like Valhalla, like not even close. Valhalla is leagues better than all of the Coffee Talk games, but I do still enjoy them a lot. I'm a big fan of these bartending and barista simulators that we got going. So there's not many of them. There's four that I know of. So yes,
Would you say that you like them a latte?
but that's a good one. Yes, I do.
It was not.
But yeah, so far so good with Coffee Talk Tokyo. I think I'm on day 5 out of 15. So I'm about a third of the way through the game. But you always got to play them more than once to get the platinum trophies. So I'm going to be playing it again. Yes, Tyler.
It's not really about the game, but it's a fun fact about near me. There's actually a
Sure.
coffee shop that I have like by my house. They're open from 5 to like 2 a.m.
Nice.
Like 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. every
I
day.
mean, I'm a big fan of that idea because a lot of coffee places will literally shut down, sometime in the early afternoon or like before evening. So it's like if you want to go there, after work or something, or if you want to like just have like hang out at a cafe, or like you're going to school and you want to study at night, your options are limited. So I think that late night coffee shops are a good idea. There's one in Vegas too I went to years ago. I don't remember the name of it, but it was very, very good. So
Yeah, it
I'm
was
a fan
cool.
of that idea.
I went with my uncle and they were watching like a black and white movie and they had
Hell
like a
yeah.
whole bunch of like old like stuff like old couches and stuff
hmm
to like relax on. Yeah, it was a pretty good vibe. Pretty
Hey,
good.
I reminisce all the time when I was going to college and I would go to Holly's Cuppa, which was down the road from where I lived with my parents, and I would go there. At the time, I was only working on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or no, yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were my school days, and before class, I would go there in the morning, have two or three sugar-free vanilla ice lattes, and do all of my schoolwork before I would actually go to class. Just like I think about all the time, I'm like, there's something about doing busy work in a cafe that really is just like a good vibe. It's like the smell of the coffee, the quiet, you have your music in your ears. It's like everything about it's just easy to focus and work that way. I think sometimes about like working on personal projects, I'm like I should just bring like a laptop to like I don't want to go to Starbucks, but like something better than that. I don't have anything
Yeah.
super close to me unfortunately though right now.
I used to go play my Switch a lot in a coffee shop I used to live next to, and it'd be really fun. I would always go with somebody, and they normally had homework to do, and I would just be an asshole and play my Switch and drink coffee.
Like how's your geometry, dork? I'm
Exactly.
getting moons in Mario Odyssey.
Exactly.
Ah, the good old days. I do not miss going to school, though. I will say that much. All right. And other than that, all I've been playing is Half Life, which we will get into. But first, we have a few more segments of the show as usual. Recent gaming pickups. Zach, why don't you go first?
Sure, I'll get my two boring ones out of the way first. The aforementioned Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
I do like the artwork for that
Um,
one. It's very cute.
yeah, so I did order this on pre-order this on Amazon to get the $10 off, and then Amazon's like, "Oh, you'll get it in over a week." So I canceled it and bought it for full price from Best Buy.
Damn.
So I did pay $70 for this.
You got
But
got.
if you pre-ordered it, you can get it for 60, and it seems to have been confirmed. This game is now 70 on Amazon, so the Splatoon and Star
Starbucks.
Fox $10 off. You need to pre-order them to get that deal.
Yeah, I think for now on,
With
I'm
this.
just gonna lock everything in, even if I'm like not sure if I want it, and then I could always cancel later. But I
Yeah,
do have Splatoon Raiders and Star Fox pre-ordered because I think I'm gonna want to play both of those.
yeah. I guess the one nice thing I'll say about Amazon is they are pretty easy to cancel with. If they haven't shipped it, you can cancel it. So
Do you guys
lock in
remember
your
many years
sale.
ago when they used to always have discounts on everything? Like if you pre-ordered any game from Amazon, it was always like 20% off or 50% off. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No.
remember for many years it was like any game if it was 60 new, you'd be able to pre-order it for like $48 on Amazon. So I used to pre-order everything from Amazon, and then randomly they just took that away. But now looks like we're starting to get that back with the Switch 2, which is nice. So
Uh, also want to point out with the Batman,
hmm
if you look in here, certain Lego sets you can get golden like skins for if you like use a code from the Lego set into the game.
That's fun.
So, yeah. But then my two non-modern, also known as my two retro pickups, was the one I got from Tyler. He had a Mario's Tennis
Hell
at
yeah.
his store that I bought from him. This is a display-only game, so this is not how the game was sold. It came with the Virtual Boy, so this is just a display box that someone put a game in with a manual. But it's pretty cool artwork. I like that Donkey Kong Jr. is front and center because this is still in that era where Nintendo loved Donkey Kong Jr. for some reason.
Main character energy.
Main character energy. And I mentioned this on a video. I'm still pretty certain about it. I think this is the first Mario sports game. He's in other sports games, but I think this is the first one with Mario in the title,
It's a title, yeah.
from what I can tell. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
He's in like golf and stuff like that, but Mario Tennis, the actual Game Boy and N64 game, came after this, and so did Mario Golf. So I think Mario's Tennis on Virtual Boy is the first Mario sports game.
I was just gonna say it's interesting how there's 3 games called Mario Tennis, but then I didn't realize that's Mario's Tennis. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's very
You know what
annoying.
pisses me off more than anything? I need to talk about this real quick. If you go
What's
to
that?
the Wikipedia page for Mario's Tennis or Mario's Golf, on the N64 Game Boy Color, like they share Wikipedia pages. That pisses me off. Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color, Mario Golf on the N64, not the same fucking game. That drives me crazy. Same with the tennis
Very
games.
different games.
And that happens all the time with like Game Boy Advance releases and Game Boy Color releases. Like these games should not be lumped in with their console counterparts. It drives me insane, and there's nothing we can do about it. We failed
Like
as a
Rayman
society.
2 on the Game Boy. Rayman 2 on the Game Boy Color is a far superior version to Rayman 2 on the consoles, and we should all realize that and separate them as such.
Is that true?
No, Rayman 2 on the Game Boy is not as good as the.
I don't know. I never played it. I thought you were being
No,
sincere.
It's kind of a crappy Game Boy platform. It's fine. It's fine.
Why have you played Rayman 2 on the Game Boy Color?
It was one of my childhood games, but I just think it's funny. It's like it's called Rayman 2, but it's just not Rayman 2. It's just a different game they called Rayman 2. But anyway,
The more you know.
but the other pickup I got was one I wasn't expecting to get, and Tyler was very kind to send with Mario's Tennis. He sent me Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn because he's a mad man.
What a bro.
This is one of my favorite games. It was my previous favorite Fire Emblem game before Three Houses that got lost because I let a friend borrow it and then he lost it. So I've been without it for a long time, but now I have it. I'm very excited. I thought about just playing my way through this instead of all the other stuff I'm supposed to play, and I had to stop myself.
Well, we still owe the audience our back-to-back episodes on Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. So
I played Path of Radiance this year. I will play Radiant Dawn this year if need be. Very good game.
I need to play it. That's probably my
And I
biggest.
do think
I think that's my
it adds
biggest
a lot
Fire
to
Emblem
Path of Radiance.
hole. So
yeah, this adds so much to Path of Radiance. Like, it's not just like a cheap sequel. This is like things like you look at Path of Radiance differently after you play this.
I remember you
really
telling
cool.
me not to even Google Fire Emblem Path of Radiance because I'll see spoilers that are like
But don't
really
look up
good,
Radiant
so-
Dawn. Yeah,
Radiant
Radiant Dawn
Dawn,
has
sorry.
a lot of cool like things that take 2 games to happen, and then people love to spoil that shit. So
Yeah, I have a physical copy on Wii, and I have it loaded up on my Steam Deck as well. I feel like that'd be better as a handheld. I just prefer playing Fire Emblem portably, so probably play through it on the Steam Deck.
yeah, it's a really interesting game too if you played a Fire Emblem because this one takes place through multiple viewpoints, and you kind of pop around those viewpoints. It's not just one army from start to finish. So that kind of you get to care about multiple sets of characters, and it's cool to see how their stories like all work together.
Yeah, part of why I never started it too is just because I know it's very long. Like it's probably the second longest Fire Emblem behind Three Houses, if I had to guess.
I would say that's an accurate statement.
So, is he doing
Yeah, I
some
think you
Googling?
probably 50 hours. It'll probably take you 50 hours. Yeah.
That's a long time, so got to be ready. I haven't played almost any very long games this year, though. I really gotta sink my teeth into something big soon. Been playing mostly shorter games.
Well,
Tyler.
there's Fire Emblem later, so
That's true. I'm sure Fortune's Weave is gonna be a fucking like gargantuan journey, so I am looking forward to that. Or maybe I'll just do what I did with Three Houses and stop before the last chapter and then just never see how it ends. I could just do that again. Does it bother you that I went through and beat Engage before I finished Three Houses?
I mean, no, I do like Engage. It's just
Engage
the story's
is
so stupid.
unfortunately Engage is probably a top 3 Fire Emblem. I love that game.
I'm the Fire Emblem. This is stupid. Get out of here.
The 13th emblem, the Fire Emblem.
Uh,
That might have been the hardest I've ever laughed playing a video game.
I spammed the screenshot button. I was like, I couldn't contain myself.
God, that shit was so... I loved when that happened because you guys told me you're like, there's a line so bad towards the end of the game. They're like, we won't tell you what it is because you'll know. And as soon as that happened, I'm pretty sure I texted both of you. I'm like, I'm pretty sure. I know what you're talking about now. Oh, that was great. Tyler, you got some games to show us? I know you did some game hunting this weekend.
Oh, I do.
Are you gonna make it through the show? You're very sleepy today.
I'm good. I'm about to talk a lot, so
All right.
yeah. Let me get ready for this one.
There we
All
go.
right. So, shout out to Nye Rockateller Suit Rob. He shipped me this straight from. Well, it came from the Nintendo store. He didn't ship it from the Nintendo store, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I got the Diana amiibo.
Nice.
because-
Has that been hard to find?
Yeah, it's going. Last I checked, it was like 60 or something like that. And when he's seen him, he put it in the Bird Dog Discord and for Hannah, and I was just like, "Hey, can you get me one too?" And yeah, so he hooked it up, got that. So Limited Rare Games, they did a game like months ago, and I finally got it, and that was the Christmas Pickle. So
yeah.
this game,
That's
yeah,
horrifying.
got that.
I
what
hate
the
it.
fuck?
I hate it.
It says, "'Twas the night before Christmas, and something slimy is stirring. You're on the naughty list, and something green is coming for you. Something pickled. Run, hide, and survive the brined wrath of the Christmas pickle. A festive slasher nightmare soaked in blood and vinegar. Deck the halls with screens, because this Christmas dill will be your last." And of course, FOMO got me. So it was like, oh, if you get the bundle with the soundtrack, you get a free gift. And I was like, yo, free gift, right? So we got the soundtrack.
I hate it.
And you know what it came with? A Christmas pickle.
Hell yeah.
Says,
As
"Find
much as I
me."
hate to admit it, I think they made the right choice not putting any text in the front of the box. I think that is just another level of unsettling.
It says Christmas pickle, find me or I will find you. Limited Rare Games, little crochet pickle.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
a very important question.
Yes.
Are you gonna get yourself a copy of Poop Slinger now?
Oh, now that's fucking tanking.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Only
about
$600
it.
now.
No. Let it come down to like 3. I'll buy it.
Did any of the stores by you get sent you some Poop Slingers?
Not that I know of.
How about you, Zach? Any stores by you get their Poop Slinger package?
You know, I forgot to check because I think that's the dumbest shit in the world, and I can't believe what's going on. They're just sending them like the actual copies out now.
Yeah.
to, like,
Yeah, 6
stores,
copies to random stores. Yeah,
but, like
6
no
copies.
real actual release of it. It's just kind of like a
Well, I mean, you could have pre-ordered it when it originally came out, and other than that, no, it hasn't been for sale again since then.
what do you if you're just a random game store and you get sent that? What do you even sell it for? Like I don't know
guess
what
it's
you,
up
like, what
to you,
price
right?
set. Yeah, just make something up.
Some are doing giveaways, some...
Maybe
Yeah.
I should go because my friend's store got some copies sent in. I don't know what he's selling it for, so
Go try to get one for 300. I'll tell you. Like, yo, Doug.
I know. Well,
Definitely
you
low.
I was gonna say you in particular are in denial of going for a PS4 set, so eventually you're gonna need it. You say you're not doing it, but you have so many fucking PS4 games. You buy every PS4 game you see that's like uncommon or rare. So you're definitely doing it. You're just in denial.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know,
How
it's
many
a
are you
lot.
at for PS4?
Let me pull up my game eye real quick because I don't know
Are
off the
you at
top of
four
my head.
digits yet or not yet?
Oh hell no, hell no. That's a lot.
I know. I wonder what PS4 is even at. I don't know who's been keeping track of that. There has to be somebody.
467.
There you go. That's a lot.
Damn.
Most expensive one is the first print of the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters.
Oh, do you have the first print?
Hmm.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Good for you.
Yeah,
Did you pre-order
brand
it?
new. No, but I got someone I knew. His friend ordered two, had an extra one, and then he hooked me up.
Nice.
Yeah,
What's that going for nowadays?
according to this, $672 sealed.
Crazy.
But
Let
yeah.
me see what my most expensive PS4 game is. Now I'm curious.
And then it's literally the limited run Jack and Daxter Collector's Edition, then the Jack 3 Collector's Edition, then the Jack 2 Collector's Edition.
Okay. My
Why are
most
the Pixel
expensive-
remasters?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Why is the
Uh,
Pixel remastered first print actually like expensive?
It was actually
Because
pretty
it
low
got-
print. It was a pre-order
Well, I get
only
that, but,
from
like-
Square Enix's website.
But what is different than the re-release?
The
Nothing.
cover's different.
The cover's
That's
different.
it.
That's it.
Because like I get like if it's the actual games, it's one thing. But like this is like I feel like this is a game that he'll want to play, and they re-released and printed the hell out of it, didn't they?
Yeah. It's
So
just
like
the.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised a variant holds like a first print holds
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah,
much.
because especially
weight.
nowadays, usually modern stuff, no one gives a shit about first print. But for some
This is the
reason, this is
reprint.
like the exception.
The reprint comes with more too, because it comes with Pixel
Like
character
stickers.
sticker sheet.
Yeah.
But this is the reprint.
Yeah.
That's the first print.
Yeah, see, it's like missing that banner at the bottom.
Mr. Banner got that.
It's just surprising to me that the first print has such weight still.
And this is French Canadian.
Ew.
And
Shout out, Dan.
Shout out, Dan.
yeah,
My most expensive PS4 game right now, Godzilla. Pretty much always has been.
that's my like fifth.
I bought
Yeah,
that game
fifth.
when it came out on release day, and I didn't like it, and I got rid of it. And then I had to rebuy it for many more dollars than I originally bought it for to get it again.
I don't know if I have a single expensive PS4 game.
There's not a lot of them, to be honest. Well, there probably is. I don't have a lot of them. I don't have many.
What a launch day No Man's Sky. Is that cool? I hated that game. When it,
It is on the PS5
It's
because
fine.
there was a on the PS5. It is because there's an error where there's no
Oh,
title.
Yeah, it's like missing the logo, right?
I have
That's
that
kind
one.
of fun. Sorry, what other pickups do you got, Tyler? I don't mean to
All
derail.
right, so I was riding this high, and somebody in the Bird Dog Discord, I forget who it was, but said, "Oh, quick now, Star Fox Direct, buy Star Fox 64 CIB," and I was like, "Damn, you might be right." So I did it. So we got
Nice.
that.
There you
Yeah.
go. Does
Got
it have the
that
Rumble
fully
pack?
complete. It does. It does. It's
you
got
go.
everything. But then, of
That's
course,
nice.
this one didn't go up. It was Star Fox Assault and whatever the DS one's called that like shot up in price. So
Mhm.
is what it is.
Wow.
But I'm glad to have it. So
Yeah, it's still a cool
Yeah.
game to have.
got that.
Everybody's favorite Smash Bros. Stage in the background of that box.
Exactly. Then went hunting today and I got a couple things. They're mainly modern stuff. Got gear shifters on PS4 for my set that I'm
See,
unofficially
the guy
going
that says he's
for.
not collecting a PS4 set. Why would you
Um,
buy this shit?
Well, this one is because it's cool and because I don't have it on PS1 yet. I
Okay.
got the Raystorm HD collection.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Uh,
I didn't know that existed.
You don't really see it often. I seen it there for like $30. So I was like, okay. Then we got PS5 stuff. I got Asphalt Unite because I like the arcade racing game and it's pretty much that. And I know you could play it like free to play, but then this kind of makes it like not free to play. So, well, Yeah, not free to play, but you get a bunch of extra shit, so it's not really like grinding for stuff.
Interesting.
Um, Ghost Song on
Oh,
PS5 seemed like
never heard
a
of
pretty
that.
neat Metroidvania. So it was only 25, and when I looked it up online, there wasn't many, and there were like 50 plus. So
It seems like if a game is physically published by Humble, usually
yeah.
they end up more uncommon. That seems like a low print run publisher.
Now, what I'm telling all of you guys to go buy. Well, you can't even find it, but if you run into a copy, the rarest PSP game, Sid the Dummy. All right, I will hype this shit to the moon because I'm not even joking. There is 2 loose copies on eBay. That's all. That is it. Find one, buy it, enjoy it. I already
No.
have a sealed copy, so
There you go. Gonna corner
put
the
this shit
market
to
on
the
Sid the
moon.
Dummy.
Oh, I will. I will. You watch. Heard it here. Everybody's gonna hate me.
You dirty reseller.
Gonna
You
make
scalper.
make Sid the Dummy the most expensive fucking PSP game there ever is.
Sid the Dummy Metacritic has a 31.
Oh
Hell
yeah, it's
yeah.
probably bad, but tell me an expensive game, expensive rare game that's good. Um.
Little Samson.
Oh man, it's the best game ever. Nintendo World Championships.
Oh.
That's the game.
Sid the Dummy has a Wii version.
What?
And a PS2. And a PS2.
Are those versions more
Um.
common though?
Yeah, they are.
Darn.
Then I went with good old buddy Vinny, and we went to Retro Game Con in New York. And on my way up there, I stopped at a store called Sound Go Round.
Oh.
And they had a whole bunch of games and DVDs, music, figures, everything.
Mhm.
But so this game goes for like $100. Don't know why. It's just a reprint. They put it, well, it's not a reprint. They put it on PS4. It's a port, or PS5. And they had 2 new copies just chilling there. Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been told that that game has not been reprinted. That is why it's pricier because it was a one and done print run for PS5.
Interesting.
So that's
Yeah,
why.
NIS
But I'm
America
sure
doesn't
VGP
really
is going to get on that
reprint.
soon. They usually do.
Oh no, NIS America. They like didn't reprint any NIS America things from what I know.
Oh, interesting. So maybe that's just going to
They're
be a
kinda-
tough one. I've
but
heard that's
yeah.
a great game too.
And I enjoyed it on PS4.
Mhm.
Tell you that. And they had 2 new copies just sitting there, so I bought both. Um, but then I ended up hooking Patrick up with one, so Patrick got it.
I was just going to say if you want to hook me up, but it's too
Yeah,
late.
I would have, but
It's all good.
if I ever find another, I'll let you know.
There you
But
go.
yeah, it was $50 each.
Nice.
So I was like, okay. They're probably looking at me weird when I walked up there, like, yeah, I want both of these. So yeah, got that. Also from that store, I bought this game that I'd never seen before, Ghost Parade. I don't know. It was cheap, so I was like, why not?
Things people buy when
Um,
they're not going for a PS4 set.
That's what I'm thinking
Shut up.
every time he shows something.
What I am going for is a PlayStation Hit subset on PS4, and
There it is.
this is one of the
Ah.
uncommon ones that you don't really see, and this is actually a double. I couldn't let it there, so I bought it. And-
Help a friend later on, right?
exactly that, or
I know
yeah,
the
there's
homie
like
Chris
some-
is going for that
Send
subset
it,
too,
send
right?
it back to Chris.
Yeah. I don't know if he has this one. I showed it to him, and he was like, "Oh, nice," and I was like, "Yeah, it's actually a double." And then he left me on delivered, or
Damn.
on open or read or whatever.
I thought he was the
So,
one that
Chris,
got that for you. What did he get for you?
Um,
I thought it was,
he got me Dragon Quest, Inquisition, and Evil Within.
Mm.
So,
okay.
Chris, if you need this, answer me back, because I know you're listening. And yeah,
He's
I'll
gonna be
hook you up if
listening
you
and
need it.
like have it on in the background. He's gonna be like, "I heard my name." I always like to think that happens when we name drop our friends on this show. That they like a sleeper agent. They're just like pop up. They're like,
Like, what the hell?
I know that's how I feel when I hear my name on like my friends' shows. Like if I hear someone say Craig, I'm just like, "Is it me? Have I been summoned?"
Yeah, so ended up buying that because why not? There's 2 on eBay right now. One's like $25 with like $25 shipping, and the other one's like rare,
Jesus.
$250. And
Rare.
yeah, that's the 2.
Rare game. I know what I
Um,
have. Don't lowball me.
Then we stopped at a GameStop one day, and I got the Wonder Boy collection because
Fun.
I don't know why not.
Somebody's
Came
gotta
with,
own it.
Yeah.
Might as
Why
well
not?
be you, Mr. PS4 set.
Then went to another store, and this store's really cool whenever we go there. And so I got Bratz Diamonds on the
Hell yeah!
GameCube.
Look at that
Um,
bonus outfit.
because Vinny was like, "Yeah, look, they have this," and he opened it up, and it has the
outfit
outfit,
is there.
and he put it back, and I was just like, "Well, guess I'm buying Bratz."
Look like it's coming home with
It's
me
like-
now.
I was like, "It's not just gonna
Hey,
sit there."
If it makes you feel better, I don't know if I brought it up on the show. Probably not because I've had no opportunity. There's 3 versions of this game with 3 different outfits. I have 2 of the 3, so
And you said you have this one, right?
I do have that one. I was hoping it was one you didn't have so I could buy it off of you, but I do have that one.
I would have filled it to you. I'd be like, "Yep, here you go."
I love a good variant of a variant.
I was always a
But yeah.
Bratz Rock Angels kind of guy myself.
There you go.
Okay, fair.
Certified Hood Classic Bratz Rock Angels.
Then also at that same store, I got a Draglade. How do you say it? Atlas game, DS.
Oh yeah, the Atlas game actually,
Yeah. So
as
Yeah,
you made
the
fun of me
game-
for.
that was Vinny that said that. He was like, "What you don't know about Draglade?" Yeah, better than Persona apparently.
Apparently,
Yeah, well known. Not really, but
Nah.
especially if Craig didn't know about it.
true. I'm
that was
usually
kinda
pretty on
shocking.
top of my Atlas releases.
Then moving on, we also got it's kind of like around the same time that Vinny hooked Craig up. He also he sent him a link, but then he also found me one at his store, and it's Ready to Rumble Boxing, the Sega All Stars variant.
There it
And
is.
this is actually from the same store with the Bratz Diamonds and all that. But
Hell yeah.
yeah. Apparently, like I asked him about it, and like when he found this, he like looked up how much it was, and that's when he found another one on eBay and sent you the link and was like,
That's funny.
"Hey, yeah, go buy this." So that
Shout out to Vinny. He's always
And
looking
then-
out.
he really is, And lastly, nothing too crazy, but we got the Misadventures of Tron Bond on PS1.
Nothing
So-
crazy. You're such an asshole.
So yeah, this it is unfortunately missing the demo CD of Mega Man Legends 2. However, the fact that this game goes for like $600 to $700 complete, and I'm missing a demo CD that I can get for probably like 150 to 200. And this thing is clean. It is pretty.
That does look nice.
If I can open the damn thing. There we go. Yeah, there it is.
Very exciting.
Got the reg card, and this is only $350. So I'll complete it for less than what it goes for.
Very happy
once
for you. I
have
feel
to
like
buy it.
you've wanted this game since we've been friends. Like many
I was always
years
like,
ago.
yeah,
So I'm
I'm
happy you
pretty much
finally
on
have
that.
it. I know it's been on your list forever.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna actually play. I'm gonna go fucking. Now that I'm done with fucking Half-Life, no, I'm kidding. Yes,
Zach?
Zach.
Do you have the other Mega Man Legends games?
I don't.
Got
Two
the
is
hard one out of
kind
the
of
way.
two is kind of expensive. One I don't think is, but yeah, I don't have them.
Those games have an
Yeah.
incredible art style. I love the way that they look. Their graphics hold up so interestingly well. I love them.
They should do a collection, just a Mega Man Legends collection with those
I feel
three
like
games.
that's all that's left, right? If you
Yeah.
want to do Mega Man collections, they've
I mean, they've
compiled
done
everything.
some crazy collection. What was the last one they did?
The Star
I didn't even hear
Force,
about those.
all the DS games.
I didn't even know about those ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I feel like those are more niche than the Legends games. So
For so long because I was like, maybe if they do a collection, this game's gonna crash. But then I seen it for $350, and I was like, shit.
that's a
was
great
like-
price. No, you made the right
I
choice.
literally-
I think.
I bought this before the con even started. Like, I walked over to the dude's booth, and I was just like, damn. And I still asked. I was like, got any wiggle room in there? Are you firm? He was like, no. He's like, that's honestly like loose price. And I was like, yeah, you're not wrong. Then I was like, I'll take it.
And I will say there is something very, exciting and fun about playing a very expensive video game on real hardware.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
I'm
is,
looking
but it
forward
just feels good. You're just like, I'm like, I got this experience that not many people can have anymore, and it is kind of a cool feeling. Like that's how I
Yeah,
felt
I
when I
remember
played
going
through
back.
Panzer Dragoon Saga. I was like, this is not something that almost anybody could actually just do now. I'm like, that's kind of cool that I have this opportunity.
Yeah, similar thing when I went back and played Mario 3D All Stars for the second time. Went back and played through Galaxy. It just
You're
felt
so
a
fucking
little
annoying.
dirty. Felt like I was being dangerous.
I was ready for a genuine response. Stupid. Very happy for you. That's very exciting, Tyler.
Thank you, thank you. So that's my 30 minutes of pickups.
Yeah, you were
Craig,
going for a
got anything?
minute there, but you got some good shit. Happy for you. I got some nice
And
modern slop for you all.
ooh, PS4 stuff.
I think one, maybe. Nope, none. Okay.
Nice
So,
to get you a
say,
Fortnite cheer.
so GameStop, some of you may or may not know, was doing a sale where they had a bunch of like really good games on sale for like $15 or $35. So I went ahead and took advantage of that. Got some games I've been wanting for a while. First up, even though someone on the podcast did not like this game, I still want to check it out eventually. Monster Hunter Wilds. That was $15. So I do want to check that one out.
It was good. It just wasn't like a.
It's kind of whatever.
Well, for $15, I'm gonna try it. It's
For
fine.
$50,
Oh, for
that's worth
sure.
it.
Yeah,
For sure, that's
definitely
worth it.
$15.
I think you guys played 70, so
Yeah. No, I got the Steelbook edition, so that was like 80, but yeah.
next for $15, and it's fun because this came with a an instruction booklet, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound for $15. I kind of would have preferred this on Switch just because, it's a pixel art 2D side scroller that would have felt like more of a Switch game to me than a big screen PlayStation game. But who knows? Maybe it has a good trophy list. I'm excited to play it either way. Next up, we got Diablo 4. I've been wanting to marathon all the Diablo games, and I want to play them all on console like a madman. So I decided to just get that version for only $10 actually because I had a coupon. Yes, Tyler.
I had that for a while now, so if you actually like want to play with somebody, let
Yeah,
me
the
know
co-op's
when you get
supposed to be
it.
great in it, so I'd be
Yeah,
down.
I played the beta, like when
Oh,
it was
okay.
first coming out, and then I enjoyed it, and I picked it up, but nobody picked it up. So
Oh, well,
I was
now's
like,
the
well,
time. I think I've talked about
yeah.
it on the show before. My dad's a huge Blizzard guy to this day. He still plays World of Warcraft. If you ask him his favorite games of all time, he will tell you like Diablo 2, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3. It's like all of his favorite games are Blizzard games. So I've been wanting to marathon all of the Diablo games, like honestly, just specifically to talk to him about it and pick his brain about it, because it's like he knows those games so well to this day. Like if you ask him his Diablo 1 build, he could still tell you it. It's incredible. Like I don't know. I'm always kind of proud that my dad is like a true OG nerd. So
It's the one that for the Legend books. It's right
and
there.
then this is a game I've been wanting to play forever, so I'm excited to do it. And I don't think I mentioned it on the show, but I'm actually on vacation this whole week, so I got a lot of free time. And this might be the game that I use my time because I've been wanting to play it, and that is Silent Hill F. So I got that. That one was $35, but still, MSRP is still $70 for this, so $35. Not going to complain about
Yeah.
that. And this last game was not on sale, but I was very excited to find it in person because I feel like I never see this game, even though it's not rare or anything. Beautiful
Really? Oh,
Katamari.
yes.
Hell yeah.
So
Not
now I
bad,
got
though,
another
not bad.
Katamari game. I have not turned on my 360 ever. I don't think actually. I have a 360 that I bought years ago, and I have not. I actually
Never.
it's a 360 that I bought secondhand. Used, and I don't think I've ever used it. And I'm like, maybe now's the time because I finally have a game I want to play on it right now. Because I love me some Katamari. But those were my pickups. So all modern
Well-known,
slop,
reliable console.
but good stuff. Trying to think. Still need a lot of Katamari games. I've been looking forever for the PSP game, and I have not been able to find it locally. So, even though
Is that Touch My Katamari?
that is the Vita one. Oh, that's Me and My Katamari. There we go. And Me and My Katamari is a bad game, but I still want to play it. So, the controls just don't work with the face buttons. It's uncomfortable, unfortunately. So, but it's still fine because it's Katamari. It's just like the worst Katamari.
Maybe a good one to emulate.
Honestly, probably. I haven't even thought about that. See, That's why we have you here. You're the idea
That's why
man.
I'm the emulating guy.
You're the emulating guy. You're the idea man. You're the Steve Jobs of the generations behind.
Yep. Never mind. I'm not gonna. I won't say anything. I was gonna say something.
I think I know where that was going. It's probably good you stopped. Tyler, I think it's time for some trivia.
It is, and I just realized I only had 4 questions on here and not 5.
Then I guess we got 4 questions this time.
Damn. All right, well.
You really want to
let's
spend
do
the time
4
looking
questions.
for another question?
I
Make
could
the
just
one
be
I
like,
got worth 2. Make the one I get worth 2, and we'll make
There
it
you
5
go.
points total.
We'll
If
call
I
it
get
even.
one.
I guess.
Google
I mean,
Gemini, what
There's not
year
equal.
did Half-Life come out?
That's
Gabe
literally
Newell,
what's
Half-Life, Portal, Graph Gun.
okay.
Black Mesa.
Okay, we'll start with one of the simpler ones. What game engine was heavily modified to help create Half-Life?
Quake.
Counter-Strike 2.
No, it was not Counter-Strike.
Stupid.
The game that just came out.
They time traveled.
For Half-Life, how long did development take?
2 years, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good number.
All right. So in the game, Gordon Freeman has a variety of weapons.
Golden Freeman.
One of them is the crowbar, and that's his mainly weapon. Originally, it wasn't going to be a crowbar. What was it going to be?
Pipe.
What?
A pipe?
No.
Like a steel pipe? A sword.
No.
A lightsaber.
No.
It is a melee weapon?
Yep.
Was it a baseball bat?
Golf club.
No.
A 2x4.
No.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
It's a great guess.
Another person's arm.
No.
Bare knuckles.
No.
He's throwing hands with the aliens. I have no idea.
Oh man, how many more could there be? An axe? I don't know.
No.
A javelin.
No.
We must be missing something super obvious.
I'm trying to think of something that you'd find in like an office.
A stapler.
Oh,
No.
hey, I think fucking tire
I already
iron.
tell you no. No.
No, you didn't say no tire iron.
What is it, Tyler? We don't know.
A
A
shovel.
knife. A knife.
That's fair.
Oh, that's stupid. Get out of here.
Yeah, this game sucks.
Oh,
I feel like sword.
Great.
I said sword.
I almost
Mini
outed that.
mini sword.
Knife would have been lame. Crowbar way better.
The crowbar's goated.
Tough. I was like, yo, go back. Knife.
Lightsaber.
I'm just going to give that to Zach for sword.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Wait, you said
Okay.
you're giving him a point?
Yeah, because
said
I only got
sword.
4 questions anyway. He said sword.
No, that is not fair. He didn't
Right.
get it right.
I said sword. It's close enough.
Oh my god. You're both full of shit.
I took it off. I wrote
Thank
no
you.
contest. All right, so Half-Life is known for very well being like with community making mods and stuff. So there was actually a game that's pretty popular that was made off of a mod from Half-Life. What is that game?
I've heard this before. Is it? No, it's not Dota, right? Dota's.
Oh.
Is it? Dota's the one from Team Fortress, right? Or vice versa.
I was gonna say,
So is it Portal? It's not. It's not just Portal, is it?
is it Black Mesa? Because that's just a remake,
No.
right? Yeah. Made with mods for this. I have no idea.
Zach, you mentioned the series earlier, like 5 minutes ago.
He's like, that doesn't narrow it
This is
down
what we
at
were
all.
talking about in the beginning. We can't remember what we said.
Exactly.
Is this okay? Is this another game from around this era?
The original.
Oh, is it
yeah.
Counter-Strike?
Yeah, it's Counter
There
Strike.
we go.
Oh, see, I got it all mixed up. I know all their games are like made off of each other, but I can't remember which ones are. Because is Dota made off of one of them? Is Dota made off of Team Fortress or League or something like that?
No,
can't
I
remember
think so. I think stuff is made off of Dota. I think it's the opposite.
Dota's the beginning. Okay.
So we got
I think we should
Craig.
just start a Dota 2 podcast. That'd be fun.
Oh,
we got
act
Craig
real
62,
elitist.
Zach
After
50.
playing it for like 10 minutes.
Sorry, what's the score, Tyler?
We got Craig 62
60 to 50.
Zach
No,
at
it's 62.
50.
It's 62-50 is what it is.
Okay. Striking distance.
Striking distance.
Striking distance.
I still want to make that a shirt. If we ever sell, that will be the first Generations Behind shirt. It'll just say striking distance, and that'll be really fun.
I'm like really far away.
It's just like a
it'll
super
be
small picture of you.
Imagine a rear view mirror. Instead of saying like objects in mirror closer than they appear, it just says striking distance, and I'm like way the fuck back there.
It'd be really fucking funny. All right, good game, fellas. Time for the topic of the show.
Still think I should
Half-Life.
have got right for sword.
No, Half-Life. The 1998 classic developed by Valve before Steam was even a twinkle in little Gabe's eye. I believe we all finished the game. Zach, did you beat Half-Life?
No, I did not beat Half-Life.
God damn it. Why not?
I have a full life of my own.
As you play
Playing
other
many
games.
We should,
didn't even
we should talk
take
about that
that
a little more.
long.
I think it's really funny that Half-Life, Valve made Steam after Half-Life because Valve turned Steam.
Yeah.
That's funny. We should talk about that instead.
Now, is there a particular reason you didn't finish the game?
Yeah, and I think you'll get into it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Tyler, did you finish Half-Life?
I did indeed finish Half-Life.
So did I, begrudgingly, I will say. Zach,
That's
What did
why.
you-
That's why I didn't finish. That's why I didn't finish it because I was tired of its shit.
I did almost
just-
quit. I was very close
Yeah.
to quitting. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be a couple audience members that are gonna be upset with that, but gotta keep it real with you guys. Zach, so what did you play it on when you did play it? Was it Steam Deck or PC
I
or?
played on the Steam Deck, and I played through the part with the rocket launch. And for what it's worth, I've already seen Christian play the whole back half of the game on his stream, so I know what happens.
Okay.
I was just kind of tired of the game.
That's fair. Tyler, how'd you play?
I played it straight on my PC. on
Whole
Steam.
way?
Whole way.
Nice. Yeah, I started on Steam Deck, played for a little bit on PC when I was on call with the fellas the other night, and then I went back
Oh, we were
to...
both getting so mad.
What was that?
We were both getting so mad.
Yeah, we were, for sure. And then I went back to Steam Deck, and that's how I played a majority of it. Do you guys know how long you played it for? Zach, you didn't finish, but how many hours before you quit? Any idea?
Gosh, we check.
Yeah, Tyler, do you know how long you played for? According
It
to
was probably-
Discord, you're still playing it, so
Yeah, I've been playing it for what?
you just
like,
love
fucking
Half-Life so much.
6 hours and 46 minutes right now. I would say it was probably in the ballpark of 12 to 15.
Okay.
Maybe,
According to
something like-
Steam, I played for 13.7 hours.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah,
look on that.
Yeah,
Hold
Steam
on.
Mine
tells
says
you.
seven.
I'll just
mine
have to
says
take
7.5.
off. my fucking...
Mine says 7.5, but maybe some of that is idle. So let's just say 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'd say I probably have at least an hour of idle time, so probably around 13 hours for me if I had to guess. Because I definitely paused it and just put my Steam Deck down. Because I try to be mindful of like slapping it into sleep mode when I put the Steam Deck down to do something else, but I would forget.
So it says 18.7 hours, and then apparently I've been playing it for fucking 6 hours and 47
That's what I'm
minutes.
saying. You're playing it right now, so
Um, and there was a little bit earlier. Yeah, it was probably about like 12 or so,
okay.
I would say.
Yeah, I finished it. I think about an hour and a half before you recorded, so I'm pretty fresh off of it. I pretty much played it all this weekend. I started Friday night. I played it for about half an hour, like 2 weeks before that, and then I put it down until this weekend because I was under the impression that this was like a 4 hour game, basing it off of YouTube long plays. That's not the case. This game is 4 hours long if you know exactly what you're doing and you're an expert at the game. Because maybe skill issue. I thought this game was hard as fuck. Did you guys think it was pretty difficult, or was I just terrible?
It was definitely difficult. I think it was very trolly also. It
Yeah,
was
there's a
like
lot of traps.
a lot of traps, and I think the main thing that was getting me was I wish your health would auto heal up to a certain point because I was constantly on low health and I barely make it, and
If
I
you get
heal
if
up
you get
like
like a
50.
checkpoint or some shit, you're fucked.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
like you had no
I
health.
wish you had like I wish you would auto heal a little bit.
Oh, I
I
was
understand not
fucking
getting full
save
health,
scumming
but-
like my life depended on it. I was using it like Nintendo Switch Online, save stating every 5 seconds. I would step forward, kill an enemy, save, step forward, kill another enemy, save, because I was so tired of starting over if I didn't do that.
Yeah. There was this one part where I think it's when you're going underground or something, and you run into the military dudes, and they're just kind of like ambushing you. You got like two awning ways, and then like from the front. I had like no health in that area, and I wasn't able to go back. I was fucked, and then I just had to like pretty much do it without getting hurt. So I was like, all right, save, reload, reload, reload. I was like, fuck, but
So, I guess we should start with the positives, because it sounds like we might have more negatives. So let's start happy, and then we can get unhappy with it. So I will say, I think that the atmosphere and vibe of this game are actually pretty incredible. I like very Resident Evil, like these like fucking like disgustingly white hallways. Everything's like too well lit in some areas. There's obviously a lot of nefarious things going on. There's a lot of ambient noise at all times. Like sometimes you can't tell if there's something around you or if it's just background noise. The sound effects are pretty great. A lot of the guns have a lot of good punch to their sound effects. If they're, bullets or if they're lasers, they have a really cool sci-fi kind of vibe to them. I love just slapping things with my fucking what is the thing? Yeah. Yeah, the crowbar. I love just hitting things with the crowbar. That felt great. Sounded great. So I think that, in terms of like the atmosphere, the sound, the music and everything else in that kind of department, I thought the game absolutely nailed it. I like being in this world.
I was extremely impressed with the physics of the game, and mainly when you think about what games look like in 1998, like to consider like all the cutscenes in this game happen in real time. They just like it doesn't like pull you to a cutscene and just happen.
So I was gonna say that's one thing I thought that was really cool about this game. Technically, no cutscenes.
Yeah,
Everything you do is
happens
interactable
naturally.
in engine in the world, and I thought that was super cool. Not a single cutscene in this game. Very interesting.
Yep, it's all free flowing, and the physics, like things kind of make sense. Like if you break something with a crowbar, break glass, and it feels like it makes sense to be able to go through it, it normally works. I think that leads into some of the annoyance I have with the game is sometimes it like expects you to do some platforming and stuff like that. That I think the game didn't control as well as I think it wanted it to. I don't know. Like the physics was like consistently slippery and annoying for me. But like I appreciated what they were going for and that they pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was like a little hard to control and like very loosey goosey.
Yeah.
It
Gordon
was, like,
Freeman
cool
feels
and
like
stuff
he
like
has
that.
a stick of butter slapped and taped to the bottom of each one of his shoes.
Yeah. But it's really cool how like it does also like rely on you to like be paying attention. Like there's a one point with when you have to go kill the three-headed thing coming out of the bottom of the vertical shaft, and you have to like follow the red and blue, the oxygen and the fuel lines back, activate them, activate the power, and like you're like literally following these things, activating them, and then going back and then pulling the switch that's waiting for it. all the way back in the other way. It's like really cool how that all works. Um, but it also makes for some annoying stuff you're doing. Like the actual process of doing that sometimes would get tedious. I don't know.
Yeah, I think one of my bigger issues with the game, speaking of that, is that I feel like, there's examples like that with the pipes where it's like you kind of get an idea of where to go. I feel like there's a lot of not knowing what the fuck to do or where to go in this game. Like there's a difference between no hand holding and absolutely no environmental clues on how you're supposed to proceed.
I gotta step out one sec.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. Tyler, want to maybe say something positive?
Yeah, so pretty much what you guys said, I pretty much agree with. Like the positives. Also, like how Craig said, you said how all the weapons they feel like unique and stuff. I definitely like the variety of weapons that you get too. There's like a
Mhm.
whole bunch. Like I remember I first had like a first set of like big weapons, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if this is like all of them I get." Then you just kept getting more and more and more. And you
Yeah.
got like the crazy energy weapons and the fucking like weird hand thing. Um, that was cool. The I've honestly really liked the weirdness factor of the game. Like you just start out like, yeah, you're just a fucking dude. You're late to work. Um, yeah, and I got these weird aliens, and yeah, now the military's trying to kill you. But yeah, you got some more aliens trying to kill you. You're following this weird dude, like all dressed up in a suitcase and having a briefcase. You're like, where the fuck's he going? And they eventually catch up to him at the end. But
I was gonna say that's kind of interesting too because obviously you see him, but like he's kind of in the background. I don't think he's ever deliberately in your line of sight much.
mm-mm.
So it's like if you're not paying attention, you could just miss him, which is kind of interesting as well.
It's like the Big the Cat references in Sonic Adventure 2.
Just like them, you're right. Just
Yep.
like that game.
Pretty much physics and all, just like it, cameos.
Yes.
But yeah. So I really like that. Kind of what like Zach was saying though, like how the physics can get a little wonky sometimes. Also, granted, I was playing on a mouse and keyboard,
Hmm.
and this is like the first game I actually like fully played on a mouse and keyboard, so I was pretty awful.
Yeah, I
But
felt like this game was way better with a controller. When I played on PC, I started with mouse and keyboard, and I ended up switching to my all reliable Google Stadia controller, and then I felt like I was having
yeah,
a better time.
like I think I would have maybe even like I'll just say right now, I enjoyed the game.
Hmm.
I'm not I liked it, but I think if I played it on controller, I would have liked it even more because I don't know, it's just the kind of gamer I am, I guess.
Hmm.
Can't really. I try to get used to mouse and keyboard, but it's weird.
No, I
Um,
think it's tough unless it's something that you've done for a long period of time. Like I played some games on PC when I was a kid, but I grew up on console mostly. And it's like even when it comes to first person shooters, I grew up playing mostly Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3. So it's like even for FPS, I'm not used to using mouse and keyboard, even though I know that's the better way to play those kinds of games. I still prefer a controller.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's
Um,
ingrained in my mind.
will say the game glitched out on me a couple times, and
Yeah,
that
go
was
ahead and talk about
frustrating.
that.
So one is the one part where you have to take the one guard, and he has to unlock the two doors for you.
Hmm.
Right? So he unlocked the first door, which, mind you, there's actually a glitch in this game where you can get like an insane amount of health. Um, so when he opens the door, if you quickly run around and get crushed by the door instead of killing you, your health just keeps going up.
Like
Um,
past 100?
and yeah, like mine went
That's
to
funny.
255, but then it just keeps going.
How funny.
Like you don't know how high it is. Eventually, later in the game, it started coming back down because I did it.
You
Um,
just stayed there for
and
a while.
yeah, I was just standing there like, uh-huh,
That's funny.
yep. But
Smart.
but
If
apparently
I
then
would have
if you
known about
have,
that, I would have just stayed there for like an hour and then come back. Just make
but
myself
then
invincible.
if you do it while you have, I might be wrong, but John told me this, and I seen him actually do it like before we started talking, like earlier today. Um, if you have some energy in your suit, instead, it'll make that go up. But then as
Oh,
that's going up, different logos would just start popping up. Like it'll be like, oh, here's the Half-Life logo. Oh, here's this, here's that, because it doesn't know what the fuck to register as your health bar.
that's
And
funny.
it's like, so it's just a whole bunch of random shit popping up. Um, and then yeah, you just have a shit ton of health. I lost it all like when I was doing the one boss where you had to land the airstrike on him.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I was getting so fucking fed up with that shit. So he was just literally standing right next to me, just wailing on me. And I'm like, I'm gonna get this airstrike on you. You can hit me all you want. Go ahead, keep doing it. And I'm just like, yep, you're gonna die now. Uh, that's where I lost most of my health. But yeah, but where the game glitched out on me is the security guard. He opened the first door, then when he went to the second door, he just stood at the keypad like, um, and I was like, "You gonna fucking open it? Like, I would like to progress." And then he didn't do nothing. So I was like, "All right." So I was like, "Hey, follow me." And then we walked away. Then we walked back, and I was like, he walked up to like he was gonna do it, and he was just like, "I don't know what to do." And I was like, "Fucking open the door, right?" So I tried reloading my save. Same thing, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" So then I killed him, right? And then you just get a black screen and
Then
he
you get a
dies.
game over if you
You beat
kill
him.
an
Yeah.
NPC that you need. Yeah, I saw that. That happened to me once too.
Then he respawned, and then he did it, and I was like, "All right, thank God." Um, then later on in the game, the second last boss, it's pretty much an evolved head crab. It's like, from what I was reading into it, the thing with the giant like ball underneath it. That's pretty much what it is.
The sack.
Yeah. So I did the first two phases normally, where you just hit it enough and it runs away, and then got to the third one to where it's above like on the net, and you gotta just keep hitting it, avoiding the little white fucking annoying ones. And man, for some reason, like it just was not dying. It was not falling down because it's supposed to fall down
Hmm.
and then like collapse and then open that hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not doing that. Like it was just taking all my ammo. Like I flailed 6 rockets, a whole like photon beam thing. Like I had like 30 magnum shots, all this stuff. I'm like, why is this dude not going down? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So then I looked it up, and I guess some other people were having this issue too. They're like, "Oh, well, if you reload your like save from way back and you just do the whole fight again," I'm like, "Fuck that!"
Yeah.
Right? But then, but then I found another one where apparently where that hole is, you could do it with just your crowbar too.
Hmm.
Because I guess there's times where he just glitches out and doesn't even go down there, like to the net. If you get your crowbar and you go to where the hole's supposed to open and you start hitting the ground, it'll make a different sound. If you hit it enough, the floor will just open up. It'll break. Um,
Interesting.
or if you have a bunch of grenades and C4, you can just blow it up and hop down without even actually beating the boss. So that's what I did because I was like, I am stuck. I need to get farther. I want to finish this game. So yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. So
Those are the main things I encountered.
oh, I just noticed somebody changed the title of this file to ball sack. That's great. You guys are very mature.
What? What the fuck?
The show notes, somebody changed it to ball sack. That was kind.
Wasn't gonna tell you that.
Yeah. Whatever.
It actually wasn't.
You're
Yeah,
usually the one messing with the doc.
I know I am, but that wasn't me. That's what I was like, what are
Anyway.
you talking about?
GB show notes, god damn it. Yeah, I came across a couple. I think the major glitch for me, and I was pissed off because I didn't know what I was gonna do at first. But after I reloaded like the 5th or 6th time, it worked. So you know when you get captured and then you get thrown into like the garbage and like there's the walls that
Yeah.
crush you. So when that happened to me, it just didn't happen. Like it just stayed a black screen, like when it was supposed to transition to me being in that room. And I had to reload 4 or 5 times, and eventually it just worked. And I was like freaking out because I was like, I'm not going to start this game over again. Like I can't do this. And honestly, there was a few times playing this game where I thought that I was like either soft locked or I would have to go back to another save because it's like you're just put in these situations where you do not have enough health, and it's like you just have to try over and over again. And like I said, you basically use the game like you're save scumming and save stating like a retro game that's impossibly hard. It's like I feel like the game is designed around that, so it's okay. It lets you save wherever, intentionally, so I don't feel bad about it. But it does seem like strange design to be so trial and error. I just feel like everything does so much damage to you, and you do not do a lot of damage to everything else, no matter the weapon. And if you do have a strong weapon like the bazooka, for example, it's like you can only carry so much ammo. It's like you have a limit of 5, so it's like that gets drained real quick.
No, it's a good thing that like there's auto saves and not just your manual save
Oh yeah, for sure.
because when when I was playing earlier, like near the end, when you're on Zen and you have to get in the one teleporter so you have to hop on top of the blue things, you know what
Hmm.
I'm talking about, and then you
Yeah.
jump over. So I hopped on top of the blue thing, and then I got pretty much to where it was pretty close to the teleporter, and so I hit F6, put down a save, and I was like, all right, so now I can just, if I fuck up, I just reload and jump again. Right when I hit F6 is when it disappeared, and I just fell and died. And I was just
So
like,
you were locked there.
oh shit. And I would just respawn and be like, and I was like,
No.
fuck. Jonathan was watching me. He was like, dude, you saved at the worst time. And I was like, yeah, I'm just fucking dying. And I was
That's
like, hold
really
on, I can
funny.
do this. I can do this. I'm
That's
trying to
rough.
spam jump. I'm like, go, go, go. And it's not working. And I was like, okay, well, guess I gotta reload the auto.
Yeah, that's that part. God, that sucked. So much of this game sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of frustrating moments in this game. It's like there's a lot of platforming when the game is way too slippery to have platforming. I feel like the guns kind of have auto aim, but barely. Like sometimes it just does, and sometimes it doesn't. And then there's times where I swear I would shoot things and it wouldn't, like the hitboxes just weren't right. It was very strange. I feel like this game was
Especially those flying
extraordinarily.
aliens.
Yeah, I felt like this game was extraordinarily buggy, just much more so than I thought. Not because of it being old, but because of how highly regarded the game is. I thought it would be like super polished, I guess. So I was just kind of surprised that it wasn't.
I get that. I get that. Um, yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think I enjoyed it. Did you do both endings?
I didn't know there was two.
And like, when he's like go in the portal or
Yeah, I
don't,
just
and
figured
it's
you had to
not
do that. I didn't know how to do the
yeah.
like say
You,
no
you
quote unquote.
you just
So
just stay there, and eventually he'll close the door and be like, "Well, all right," and he just like teleports you back to like with all these enemies around you. It's like, and then it goes to thing, and it's like, Gordon Freeman status not hired.
that's funny.
Then it just credits, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna reload and go through the portal.
That's funny. I like that. Yeah, I do appreciate this game's um approach to storytelling because it really is just about like environmental storytelling. There's
Yeah,
not much, almost nothing is told to you. Every once in a while you hear a dialogue that'll give you some actual, from an NPC that'll actually kind of give you some ideas to what's going on. Like, early on, I don't know if it's a scientist or someone, but like someone says like, the military's coming to save us. And then you find the military and the first thing you see them do is gun down one of the scientists. And you're like, oh, well, that's not good.
yeah,
And then really I feel like there's almost no dialogue from that point up until you hear that they're saying forget Freeman, we're getting out of here, this is a mess, when you
yeah.
dropping the bombs from the sky. And then you find your way to that other planet with the scientist and guard. And then there's kind of the little bit of exposition from the mysterious man with the suitcase, and that's really it. Everything else is kind of just like seeing your surroundings and the beginning of the game. You see the experiment go wrong, but it's like you don't know the origin of these aliens. You don't know what they're doing, where they come from, if they have, if there's like any rhyme or reason to what's happening with them in terms of the experiments at Black Mesa, or um, I don't know. It's just very interesting. It's like nothing is really told to you, and I kind of it's cool. I think I would prefer a story of more substance and like uh answered questions, but I do kind of like that. This game is kind of just like here's a bare bones story, and it's your idea to like kind of piece together what you think is happening.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. 'Cause there were some parts where I was just like, "The fuck's going on?"
Yeah, it's
Like,
like you,
what is
you
he
end up
doing?
at the alien planet. You're like, okay, you fight the final boss, the weird like fucking flying fetus baby thing, and
Flying
you're like,
Roger.
okay, I guess, but it's like none of it's really explained to you about what's going on. So it's an interesting take. I don't know. This was a weird game for me. I've been wanting to play it for years. I'm glad that I did, but I don't think I liked it. I think I think that I like everything about Half-Life except for playing it. Is the way to summarize my feelings for it. I like everything about it except for playing it, and unfortunately, It's very important when you're playing a video game is for it to be fun, and I did not have fun. Pretty much the entire time I played this game, that was what I was thinking as I was like, I'm not having fun, and that's kind of a bummer. I found
I think
almost everything tedious and annoying. Every enemy was a sponge. They all did way more damage to you than you could do to them. I felt like it was weird that the humans were way stronger than all the aliens. I felt like they were killing me way more than the aliens were. So it was weird that the humans felt like more of a threat to me. The few boss fights that you have are really clunky and really just monotonous, and they feel unbalanced and unfair because it's like you get hit once or twice by the bosses and you're dead. But they're just giant sponges, and it's a lot. No, it's okay. It's Zach. Zach sent a message. I was gonna try to text him real quick. He will not be with us for the rest of the episode. He needs to attend to something. But let's see. Let me get a timestamp so I know where to.
All right. Well,
150 ish. Okay, so I'll have to edit that out. That's no big deal. But yeah. So hope Zach has a good evening. For now, it's just us.
Okay.
I feel like we summarized our points for the most part, though. I don't know if I have too much else to say. Like I said, I enjoyed many aspects of this game, but not the parts where I have to play
would
them.
you ever give Half-Life 2 a try?
Definitely, because I've heard that Half-Life 2 is better. And honestly, I've even heard that the PS2 version of Half-Life is better because it fixed like a lot of the awkward jumping and different things like that. So it's like I would even be willing to try this game again in a different format. Because did you have to do that weird thing where you had to like spam crouch and jump at the same time to get on a lot of stuff? Okay, I was like, that was so weird.
And they're
to me.
like.
It was very strange. I was not a fan of that. That was just obnoxious. But yeah, I don't think I liked Half-Life overall. Like I said, I like the idea of it, but I did not enjoy playing it. I do think I will try Half-Life 2 eventually, though. I don't like. I think the idea of this franchise is cool, so I want to see what else it has to offer. And then maybe I'll understand one day why so many people are mad that we still don't have Half-Life 3. Even though I've been told Half-Life Alyx is basically Half-Life 3. It's just that no one's played it because you have to have a specific VR headset. So
Yeah.
and I can't play
It's
VR
the-
games. I get nauseous.
It's the MetaQuest, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, any final thoughts you want to share on Half-Life?
Overall, I thought it was fun. I definitely look into the others. Just a bit clunky and like a little bit unfair at certain parts where it's like, well, you're shit out of luck. You got no health. That sucks. Get through it. Like,
Yeah, there's definitely long stretches where I feel like they could have been a bit more generous with the healing. I never really had an ammo issue, which was nice. I felt like I never ran out of ammo. I always had something useful on me. Like it never came down to me and the handgun, which was good.
yeah. Handgun wasn't too bad though.
No,
I like
even
the
that
revolver. That revolver
it
was
felt like it
powerful.
fired pretty quickly. The reloads were slow, but you were able to get through a clip pretty quickly. So,
You know what reloads slow? That damn crossbow.
oh my god, I know, but it was so
Yeah, they're
useful. The crossbow is the most reliable weapon. I felt like everything got taken down in one shot with that if you hit it in the right spot.
Now it's reloaded. Like, what
Shout
the
out to
fuck?
the crossbow.
But yeah, it was good. It was good.
You think you're gonna
Talk about those.
go on to Fallout or not Fallout 2, Half-Life
Fallout.
2?
Listen, that's 100. That's episode 100.
Yes, sorry.
I think I will. Not right away, but I'll definitely get to it because I got some other things I want to get around to. So
Of course. I know, it's a busy time right now to be a nerd. Well,
it really is.
we got 2 audience write-ins. I will go ahead, read the first one if you want to read the second one.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
John wrote in, he said, "This game is one of my favorite first-person shooters. Yeah, the game is old and has its flaws, but it's still fantastic. I hope you guys try the fan-made remake, Black Mesa. Valve noticed the developers working on the project, brought them on board, and helped them release on Steam so they could make money from it. There were also plans for a Dreamcast version of the game. It was finished, but never released, and the work was instead moved over to the PlayStation 2 port, which was developed by Gearbox Software. Now, since you have played Half-Life, are you going to try out Half-Life Blue Shift and Operation Frost?" I think he meant to say Force, but he said Frost.
Are those the expansions?
I think
'Cause I think he
so.
was mentioning that they had expansions.
I don't think I enjoyed it enough to play these. Like I said, I think I'll try Half-Life 2, but I do not think I enjoyed original Half-Life enough to try the expansions. How about you?
Maybe I already have them on Steam since they were cheap. Maybe I'll get around to it if I ever get that itch. But
Mm-hmm. It is fun though that there is a Dreamcast version. I know people have gotten that version is like leaked since then, which is cool. So you can play it
really?
on real hardware, which is cool. And I don't remember who it was. I saw it at some point though that like they did release the strategy guide for the Dreamcast version of Half-Life. Like that's how close that version was close to coming out that strategy guide released, even though the game didn't, which is funny. So you can get a Dreamcast strategy guide for Half-Life. How dope is that?
damn,
I love that.
I
I would
didn't
love
know
to
that.
own that. Also, sorry, John, we just spent a while shitting on one of your favorite first-person shooters.
it's all love though. We gave it a try.
Is we gave it a try. You know what? I was almost like Zach. I almost quit at some point because I was like, I was like, either I can't do this or I don't want to do this. But I saw it to the end.
Yeah,
Spend my whole weekend playing this game
that's right. I started on Friday, and I
just
was
for the
like,
show.
I gotta do it. Just because it's been a busy week and all that stuff, but I got
I
it done.
get you.
All right. It's a little off canon, but I'm reading Jason's writing.
All right.
So, why does it say 150-ish at the bottom?
That's a note for me. Just read the
Oh, I
it's
get
an
it.
editing
I get
note.
it. Okay.
You don't have to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
what it is.
Well,
So
hey,
funny.
you mentioned how it said ball sack. It's
Don't worry about it. Read the
You're
writing.
like, what is it? Ball sack? All right, so hello there, Jason writes in and says, "Hello there, Black Mesa residents Gordon, Tyler Freeman, G-Man Craig, and Head Crab Zach." I always love the intro.
They're always good.
Jason here to give you my thoughts on Half-Life. Although the game would be considered simple by today's standards, the game was pretty revolutionary at the time. Most first-person shooters were just level-based, where Half-Life's seamless level design had also introduced a more deeper narrative story that wasn't why am I okay, see in first-person shooters like Doom and Wolfenstein 3D. It's also still a game that still has a huge fan base with people still making mods for it to this day. But it's kind of crazy. Like, I kind of want to go see what mods they have because I already know games have some wild ass fucking mods. Not many other first-person shooters can say that. In fact, it's amazing that a small modding community was able to make a great remake called Black Mesa that stayed true to the original and is far better than the 2,500 people that it took to make that remake that didn't stay true to the original and that no one should play.
No one should play, but you played it more than once to get the platinum. Suspicious, Jason. Suspicious.
I'm just going off with that.
Very suspicious. Well, thank you, guys, for writing in about Half-Life. I don't regret playing it. You know, I like playing important games. This is an important game, so I don't regret my time with it. I think I'm mostly disappointed because I thought I was gonna love it, and it's like I don't even know if I like it, unfortunately. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that about wraps up this episode. Any final thoughts on Half-Life you want to share with the people? I think I've said all I have to say.
Yeah, I think I'm content. I think I said it. Glad I tried it.
There we go. Well, I guess this is it. Goodbye to you, Tyler. Anything exciting going on this weekend for you? Or for your extended
well, this
weekend,
weekend's
right?
over.
So,
It's Monday now here.
that's true. But you have a 3-day weekend, don't you?
I do. I was debating picking up some hours tomorrow at work because I don't have to, but it's available to me, and I'm like, extra money for too many games. Why not?
Fair.
I might do it, and I still got to sleep in because it's only 3 to 9. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, not really.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed or play something. So
yeah, I'm deciding that right now too. I mean, it's only 9:30 where I am, but as everyone knows, I'm an old man, so who knows? I might just go to bed after. But yeah, I don't know. I have the whole week off. I'm having a little staycation, which is nice. So I might go somewhere, but I think for the most part, most of my time off is gonna be at home, just playing video games, and I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna finish up Coffee Talk Tokyo, And after that, I don't know, because that's not a long game, so I kind of want to look for something beefy, something longer. Like I said, maybe Silent Hill F. I heard I heard some mixed things, but I thought it looked great, so I kind of want to check it out.
For $35, that's not bad.
No, not at
That's a
all.
pretty
So
good deal.
I was gonna say, because it goes on sale all the time, but I still usually see it for like more like 50. So to see it for 35,
Yeah.
I was happy with that. It's funny
You know what
how
game I'm waiting for like to drop in price? Fucking Liza P. I want to get that and play it, but like
surprised
it's
that
still
hasn't dropped yet.
$45-$50, and I'm like, what the fuck?
although you can play it now because it was a PS Plus game at some point, so you own it digitally.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I could.
Anyway,
Will I? Who knows?
probably not. Yeah, I don't know, because part of me is like, I never finished Digimon Story Cyber, whatever, or
I was thinking
Digimon
about
Story
getting around
Time
to that,
Stranger, and I enjoyed that a lot too. So I'm like, maybe I'll boot that up again. It's been a hot minute since I played that, but
Yeah.
so many options and so little time. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do
You could do.
nothing. Maybe I'll just watch TV. I enjoy doing that
You could
too.
watch TV and play SpongeBob, whatever, Lost Spatula, Lost Golden Spatula.
Oh, can you see in the background? Is that why?
Yeah, I do. That and all the Dreamcast games.
It's off camera for everybody else, but yes, it's there. So maybe I'll play some SpongeBob and a Lost Spatula. Who knows? But I think that's about going to conclude it for this episode. I guess we could tell the people we're going to be doing 2 game-specific episodes soon, actually, just because of the way that things time out. So next episode, we're going to do our JRPGs for beginners, but after that, we're doing Star Fox 64. And after that, next episode after that, we're going to be doing Mega Man 1 to 3 on the NES, because Tyler really wants to do an episode about some classic Mega Man for some reason. So we're going to fulfill his wish.
Gotta play them. That'll count as 3 games beat this year, Craig.
I know, isn't that exciting?
3. I can boost up my list because I've been slacking these last 2 weeks.
I know. I when it comes to like, my pace compared to last year, I got total rookie numbers. I beat 75 games last year. We're technically about halfway through the year almost right now, and I think I'm at 22 games. So it's like I'm definitely falling behind in terms of number of total games. But
oh, brother, this guy
stinks. But I hope you all enjoyed the show. Thank you for listening. If you did enjoy the show, make sure you share it with your friend, your coworker, your grandma. I'm sure they would all enjoy it. Make sure to call your parents when you think of them. Tell your friends when you love them. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Adios.